A Minnesota Wild fan and a Winnipeg Jets fan walk into an arena, and instead of fighting over whose team's better, they leave engaged. This isn't just a cheesy dad joke. It actually happened at Sunday's home game. Hard to hear probably there because the announcer was trying to congratulate Brad and Barb, but lots of applause. That's because Brad Daniels got engaged to his girlfriend of 3 years, Barbara Higgins, happened on the big screen. And as you heard, despite Brad being a fan of the Wild, the crowd went crazy when she said yes in her Jets jersey. Barbara's originally from Winnipeg. Brad's from Minnesota. Now, the two met and live in Kansas City. And actually, they're on their way back home now. They're in the car. They pulled over, so they're both on speakerphone with us to talk more about their engagement. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
So I want to back up here for a second, Brad, because if people haven't seen the engagement video or they weren't at the game, tell us about the moment, because it was during a game, right? We were watching something on the big screen?
Correct.
Yeah.
I got in touch with True North, and of course, they were accommodating. They said, we'll just play this little, shuffle game, and we'll start with a Jets logo and end with a ring on the Jumbotron, and that's when you take over. So that's pretty much how it went.
So the puck flips over, and we're thinking we're going to see the answer to the trivia question, animated, and there's a ring there. Barbara, what was your reaction when you saw the ring?
I was really surprised. I had a slight inkling it was going to happen, but I didn't know then, at that point. But as soon as I saw the ring, I was like, holy cow, this is really happening.
Why did you have a slight inkling it was going to happen? I'm guessing it might be because you had an extraordinary Winnipeg weekend, right?
Yes, I did. And Brad didn't tell me anything what was happening. He just said, we're going camping up north. So when we pulled up to my sister's house and there were all these cars there, I was like, what is going on? And so that's when we had that was the start of the weekend where we had our Thanksgiving dinner, and then the next day we went to the Jets game. And I kind of thought, we've talked about getting married before, and so I thought, maybe this is the weekend.
What a wonderful, special weekend. What does Winnipeg mean to your life, Barbara? What did it mean to get engaged here and be with friends and family this Thanksgiving weekend?
Oh, it was really special. I grew up here, and so I moved to Kansas in 1992 after I graduated from nursing school, and I've come back frequently. All my family's up here, and I miss it, and I love it up here. It's just really special.
Brad, you should write a manual on how to surprise someone, because you unfolded this. So the trip here was a surprise. And then she got the jersey, which was a surprise, went to the Jets game, and then the proposal. I love that. Why did you decide to propose at a Jets game, Brad?
Well, Barb doesn't get home very often, maybe once a year. And I don't know, I wanted her sisters to be involved. I wanted her brother-in-law to be involved. I wanted her to be able to tell her dad the next day in person instead of via phone. It was special for me for her to have that experience.
And we both love hockey, and since it was a Wild game and a Jets game, it was perfect.
How much planning went into this, Brad?
Well, I started in May. Her sisters and her brother-in-law and her dad came down to Kansas City in May, and I kind of hit them with the idea, and it just took off from there. So theoretically, I've been planning this since the end of May.
I always wonder, we see couples get engaged at events like this, and people on YouTube are watching the video of you guys on the Jumbotron at the game in case they missed it, and all the lovely pictures you shared with us here at CBC to pass on. I always wonder what happens after that. Do people in the stands come by when you're walking through the concourse? What was it like afterward, Barbara?
Yeah, we, during the intermission between first and second period, me and my sister walked around, and I got stopped by several people saying congratulations, men and women. They wanted to see the ring, and so it was pretty exciting. Actually, I've never had that before. It was really neat.
Is there a chance, Brad, then that because of cementing your moment in front of, the Jets fans, that you're going to switch allegiances?
Well,
yes, I say yes.
I'll put it this way. True North and the Winnipeg Jets, top notch. Very, very welcoming, very, very easy to deal with. The fans were remarkable. Much respect to them. However, one does need to stay true to his team.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We get that here. We get that here. How did you guys meet? You met in Kansas, right?
Yeah, we were neighbors, and there was several of us neighbors that usually hung out on the weekends, had fires and stuff, and eventually, it just came. Brad asked me out, and I said yes, and from there it's kind of history. So we were friends, good friends before, so it was kind of easy to say yes, and
that's always
we had a lot in common.
It's the best foundation, friends first, right? Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
For sure.
So have you planned the wedding yet?
We're working on that now as we're driving home.
Throwing out some ideas.
Yeah.
Well, will the Jets jerseys be involved to nod to the proposal?
And it's funny you ask, because I said, well, we could do a hockey wedding instead of the traditional dress and suit or tux. We could wear hockey jerseys.
And Barbara, you
maybe
said
at the reception. I said maybe at the reception. We'll have them there for sure. But
thank you both for making some time with us this morning after your very special weekend here in Winnipeg, and especially considering, as we can hear, you've pulled over to the side of the road there safely, but to talk to us via speaker. So have a wonderful rest of your drive back to Kansas City, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much, and thanks to the Jets too and True North.
That's Brad Daniels and Barbara Higgins. They got engaged during Sunday's Winnipeg Jets game. They're on their way back home to Kansas City now.